Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is justice maybe actually going to Roger Jackson. I think that he's finally being punished for his actions, but I don't know how much I should be able to celebrate considering the fact of learning the rules of what's been going on with our current judicial system and how plea deals exist. So right now we're going to talk about Roger Jackson and him being charged for felony battery, but there's some other things that I'm also concerned about. We'll see what happens in the ongoing coming on weeks. But I don't know. It's a good thing, but it's also bad. There's not really a really good point to say here. We have this here from TMZ Sports, pretty much saying Roger Jackson charged with felony battery over Psycho Stu attack, facing up to 7.5 years behind bars, which that's a good thing. But after I get done with this article, I'm going to show you kind of the sadness of it all. Of like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that. Roger Jackson has been hit with multiple criminal charges, including one felony over his violent attack on Psycho Stu earlier this summer. Court records TMZ Sports has obtained show Quentin Rampage Jackson's son was formally charged in L.A. County on Tuesday with one felony count of battery with great bodily injury and one misdemeanor count of battery on a person. Now, how he's not getting at least attempted murder is beyond me, and or not premeditated murder is beyond me. I don't know how you're not charging him with that. It's kind of crazy. I mean, he kind of was planning it already to begin with. There's been ample video of it. So how he's going to be charged with this and not premeditated murder along with first degree murder is beyond me, but I guess this is how LA works because the DA is just a bunch of garbage, as always. We have this here, Roger, who's facing up to 7 years behind bars if convicted on the felony count and 6 additional months if convicted on the misdemeanor, is due in court for arraignment later this week. The charges stem from August 23rd when Roger got into the ring at a Knox Pro wrestling event and beat the hell out of Psycho Stu, real name Stuart Smith. Jackson, who had gotten into altercation with the wrestler just prior to the event, knocked Stu unconscious before he released further punches on his face. Stu was hospitalized for several days over injuries he sustained during the incident. Roger was not immediately taken into custody, though on September 18th, police served a warrant at his Orange County home and arrested him, which was way too long to begin with. It also doesn't help that he broke his, wrenched his bone or whatever along with his teeth. He was also choking on his own blood as well. He also wasn't waking up. So all these things are coming into play here. And I don't know how we can get into this point to where, this is not at the very least, attempted murder. I mean, the guy was going to keep on going unless if people didn't push him off. Like, what are we doing here? Now, guys, I'm going to start saying this here as well because there's more things that you guys have to see. All right. So first off, this is what we have to deal with this. So when we go down with this type of at least with this type of charge, now you have the charge reduction, and the felony battery might be downgraded to simple misdemeanor battery, disorderly conduct, or assault, avoiding a felony conviction altogether. For instance, in cases with mitigating circumstances, e.g., first-time offenders or minimum injury, which there was not minimum injury, there was severe injury, almost to the point of death, so I don't see how you can get away with that. Prosecutors may agree to this to resolve the case quickly. This can reduce potential incarceration from years in state prison to months or no jail time at all. Now, that's not very promising. That sounds very bad, and this is for first-time offenders or minimal injury. So he doesn't pass the minimal injury, but he passes the first-time offenders, which is not good. Sentence reduction, even without dropping the felony label, a plea could lead to a shorter prison term, suspended sentence, or alternatives like probation, community service, or anger management classes instead of full incarceration. Yeah, because that's that's fantastic. Examples from real cases show reductions where defendants serve 12 to 18 months of probation in lieu of 2 to 4 years in prison or have charges dismissed entirely after completing probation. Now, Here's the big one here, guys. So the sentence reduction was already bad, along with the charge reduction, but this is the big one. So the big one here is that statistically, over 90% of criminal cases in the U.S. resolved via plea deals. And for felony battery, reductions are possible in more than 40% of cases if handled effectively. However, not all plea offers are favorable. Some may still involve significant penalties or evaluating the risk of going to trial versus saying the deal is crucial. Outcomes vary by state. For example, in California or Louisiana, felony battery pleas often emphasize rehabilitation over punishment for less severe incidents. So, guys, I don't know about you, but I don't think this guy is going to be seeing anywhere near 7 to 8 years in prison. I bet he's probably going to get 6 months in prison, if not no prison at all. Because, of course, California is a bunch of garbage, and they think that rehabilitation is in order. No, this guy needs to be sent into prison for at least 4 to 5 years, if not 8 years preferably, so that way he can learn his lesson. This is pretty much saying that, oh, by the way, if you beat the crap out of somebody, nearly killing them, well, it's okay. You can go to rehabilitation and you won't serve any time in prison, which is completely asinine. So that's the reason why I'm not feeling very happy about this at all, because it seems more than likely that this guy is going to get some type of plea deal and serve very little to no jail time at all. And it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. So I don't have any faith in the California system. This is the reason why California needs to be cut off from the United States and abolished, because I don't think it should really be here. I mean, California is just a god-awful state. They allow abusers to go through, child predators, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know how we can even function in this state whatsoever when we have things like this going on. So, and that's what it is, guys. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and this guy gets the full 7 to 8 years, if not longer, of a prison time. But I'm not going to hold my breath. After seeing this, it seems that, well, it's just not likely. All right, guys. That's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.